All right, and we are live. I am here today with Courtney Bownes. She is from Success Lending. She's also a real estate agent here at EXP, but I'm excited to talk to her today about Success Lending, her new venture with them. She's an amazing person, amazing real estate agent. So, Courtney, just real quick, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you live. And before she does that, though, I want you all to know that I read over her notes and she has a key game-changing tip for any listing agent right now that needs a price reduction. So stay tuned for that. But Courtney, why don't you open us up and tell us a little bit about yourself, where you live, if you have kids, family, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so my name's Courtney Bownes. I live in Mogador, right on the border of like Springfield out at Mogador. I have two kids, one's 6 and the other is 2. So they definitely keep me on my toes.
Right. Awesome. And so a lot of loan officers say that they're available all the time, evenings, weekends, that whole thing. When are you available and how can they get in contact with you if they wanted to give you a try?
Yeah, so I know you said a lot of them say that, but when I say I am always available, I actually mean it. So you can text me at 11:30 at night. I'm still going to respond. I'm up. I have 2 kids.
Yeah. Right.
So, and communication is key. So I'm always going to respond. I'm always going to keep you in the loop. You're going to know what's happening throughout the entire process.
Yes. And all of my experience with Courtney is that she is very, very responsive. So, so that's awesome. That's pretty amazing. That's great. So I know that, you work for Success Lending now, right? This is a new venture for you with this company, not new as a loan officer, but new adventure with this company. And so I'm sure there are some, value adds that you can provide to agents. And we're obviously always interested in rates. So could you tell us a little bit about Success Lending and what you have to offer us as agents if we haven't ever even heard of Success Lending, or, what's there for us as agents?
Yeah. So, like you said, we are a venture partnership with EXP. So we're always there for you. We run off the same platform, like Workplace, EXP World. You'll see me in there.
Cool.
We do have a ton of tools and resources, such as co-marketing we can do. We have flyers. We have amazing property website pages. I mean, I am all for visual effects on websites. Right. And they are stunning to look at. I'm amazed by them every time.
So if I had a listing, I could do a single property website. So like with the domain, like the address, or how does that work? And then they actually design the whole site, or does it take them to their KV Core, or what does that do?
Yeah. So it is, all I need is the MLS number. I can pop it in, create the site. It pulls all the data from the MLS.
Yeah.
And so we put in your information as a co-marketer, and then you, like if somebody clicks, let's do a showing today, it goes directly to you, sets it up, but it also can go to us to get them ready for it and pre-approved by the time you show it.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, cool. Tell us about rates.
Yes.
Everybody's worried about the rate, especially our buyers, right? We've got a lot of buyers on the fence about the rate. So I was super excited when I read Courtney's notes about this. So she's going to tell us a little bit about the rates and some things that we can do.
Yeah. So we literally have amazing rates. I've worked with, a previous company. I've seen what the rates can be. We also have minimal origination costs, and any fees, we keep it to a minimum, which also helps. And then a really cool thing we do is if we already cannot beat the rate that we're giving you, we will match whatever competitor has given you the rate. So we're able to play around with it,
Nice. Yeah. So a lot of times, I know that my clients would get pre-approved with their home bank or their preferred LO, and that's okay. But I would always say something to them like, hey, you know what? I refer my clients to Courtney at Success Lending, and what she's going to do is she's going to check and make sure that you're getting the best rate, or she can match your rate or maybe do better. Are you open to getting a second opinion on that? Just to make sure your loan officer is also giving you the best opinion, right? Or the best rate. And so sometimes when you're not trying to tell your client, you have to use Courtney, it's sometimes a better idea to say, hey, would you be open to comparing the rate and making sure that your home bank is giving you the best rate possible, right? And then it's Courtney's job to talk to them and have them, you know, come over to Success Lending, right? But at least you're giving that opportunity. And that's, again, part of the EXP network. So that's great. I love it. I love it.
Yep.
Awesome. So leading up to this, we said this was going to be a short interview, but I just wanted to introduce you to people and have them get to know a face to the name. Let them know that you're with Success Lending. Success Lending, the owner is Glenn Stearns. And if any of you know Glenn Stearns, he was the first season of Undercover Millionaire, right?
Yep.
So he's a really nice guy, really great company. And the reason that Glenn Sanford, creator of EXP, partnered with Glenn Stearns is because of their values, and they understand that the consumer and the agent comes first. And so you all just realize that their systems and processes are dialed in. They slowly rolled out each state. I know we have not been open that long in Ohio, but just realizing to give them an opportunity, and let's support Success Lending. So last but not least, there's a ton of listing agents out there that have these dreamers for sellers that want this certain price for their home. And now these homes are sitting on the market for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, which, by the way, y'all, that is not very long. However, it's not as fast as we're used to. So a lot of sellers are freaking out. But most of all, I'm talking to agents that are kind of freaking out and talking their clients into price reductions. And when I read your note today, I was like, this is a genius game changer. So I'm just teeing Courtney up here to tell you about a little something that you can do to tweak things to maybe move your property and your listing without doing the price reduction. So Courtney, tell us a little bit about that strategy.
Yeah. So my note started with stop doing price reductions.
Yes.
So just hear me out. So instead of trying, offer sellers concessions to buy down that buyer's rate. For example, the seller offers $10,000 in concessions, which includes the closing costs, prepaids, and any points.
Right.
So say the buyer buys down the rate from 5.25 to 4.875, which will save them roughly $110 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's go on the other side. So you drop the price by $10,000 and they're still at that 5.25 rate. So that's going to save them approximately like $55 a month.
Okay.
So my goal is what's going to entice some buyers to come into your listing.
Right.
And get some competition going in that aspect. Number one, are they going to be more enticed to come in for $110 savings on their mortgage payment or just the $55 a month?
Right. So if I'm a seller and I'm losing $10,000 out of the gate anyway, I still want to keep my property values up in my neighborhood. We still want those comps to look good, right? We don't want to have to look like we're reducing because that makes us look desperate, right? We can put in the broker remarks, hey, sellers are willing to pay up to $10,000 in closing costs concessions to buy down your buyer's rate, right? And that could save them hundreds of dollars a month versus just dropping the price. 10 grand is only going to save them, $60 a month or whatever, right? So
exactly.
It's just a better use of that $10,000. Of course, we're relying on agents to read the broker remarks, right? Or whatever. But just advertising in that way, especially if you're doing open houses or you're doing brokers opens, it's a great way to get some leads in with some buyers that maybe wouldn't have originally wanted to offer on that property based on the price. So I love it. I love it. So that is a golden nugget for today. Courtney, I appreciate you coming onto the Zoom, not Zoom, we're on Facebook, coming on the Facebook and YouTube and letting us know a little bit about you and about Success Lending. Anything else that you want to share with us today?
I would just say, if you have a buyer who's kind of on the fence with their lender or not sure if they want to move forward, give me a call. Let me talk to them, see what we can do and help out. All I want to do is help.
Yeah. And I think just, having some buyers that are on the fence because of interest rates,
Yeah.
saying something like, hey, I know a great loan officer. Her name is Courtney. There's a lot of creative things we can do, even though the interest rate has gone up, that we can do to keep your payment down exactly where you wanted it to be. Why don't you just give her a call and have her share with you those things? Because a lot of times we as agents take that role on. And really, sometimes they're sick of hearing us and think that we only want a sale, right? And so
Yeah.
maybe talking to someone like Courtney could help them out with that. So, Courtney, share with us your cell number.
It's 740-541-0757.
Okay. And then is that the best way to contact you then? A text?
Yeah, call, text me.
Okay.
You can email me at courtney.bownes@successlending.com as well, if you want to.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining me today, Courtney. And hopefully I'll see you again in person soon.
Yes.
I appreciate
Thank you
you
so
so much.
much.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.